Hello everyone and welcome back to Eco 9.5 snapshot, I guess. In the last episode it was a Twitch stream, and we just talked about some upgrades that people were asking about and different things that are new. And we set up a little house here with a carpentry table. And we don't have carpentry yet because we don't have the research for it. We need to get the research for it. So the next thing on the list that we need to work on is getting a research table. And I think we make that here. I have it queued already, so we need 15 logs, or 15 wood tag, 12 plant fibers, and then 17 rock. Which should not be too hard. The logs will be the easiest part, so we can just cut down this big oak tree here. Because we have to start working on some of the research. Especially carpentry, because we're going to be making a lot of things out of hewn logs in the beginning, and then eventually going into, into lumber. The oak trees do take quite a while to hit down, or chop down, I should say. I still don't like the whole double chop, so I click it, and let go. It's going to want to swing again sometimes, randomly. Not a big fan of that. It's just, I'm not sure if it's a bug or just kind of working as intended, but I honestly don't like it. But anyway, we are going to work on getting, well, some research going. Because I want to get carpentry going, then we can start working on building planks and more hewn. And then we can get some furniture, and then we can really start pumping out hewn logs. Using the modules that we have. And as I said in the first episode, I mean, this is open for friends to join. I don't know if any of my kind of eco friends would want to jump in and kind of play with me a bit, but you may see them pop in from time to time, or you may not. All right, let's get rid of stump. We're gonna leave the stump. I'm not messing with stumps right now. Don't care that much. All right, so how are we doing on the research? So we need 12 fibers, which we should just be able to go into the forest. Do we have a scythe? That is the question. Do we have a scythe? We have a machete, and I think machetes will give us. If I start chopping these button things down, do we get plant fibers from that? No, machetes basically wipe everything out. Okay, that's fine. If we go and find... what do we have that we can grab? We don't have any of that in here, do we? No, we have to make a scythe. Okay, not a big deal. We'll go make one. We also need to get some more stone, which maybe we'll just do that first. Because we have a little bit of a deposit. Well, we have a couple of them. We have one over there. And the closest one is probably... Where was it? Right over here. And we need 17 stone, which will just be a few whacks of this. Now, I love getting the mining upgrade where you can break everything. Like, you don't have big pieces of rock left. It's super good. Because having to do these, it's I find such a pain in the butt, honestly. And because we only have stone tools, everything is a 2-hit. Sandstone might be a single hit, but we're not in the desert. So that should be that. And now let's make ourselves a scythe. Let's see, sickle. They call it a sickle. So this just needs to be linked to this. So I can draw from this, and now we can make our stone sickle. Ooh, we have a few more we need. Let's go get a few more rocks. And we're also going to need the rocks to repair, so we might as well get a bunch here. And this is granite, which in the beginning part of the game, it doesn't matter what you're using. Anything will be considered the rock tag. When it comes to repairing an item, the rock tag is virtually any sort of rock. Alright, let's go back here and get our sickle. We can actually start harvesting some of the stuff around here. Like, I don't think this is where we're going to, our final location is going to be. I like to find a nice, more open green area, which down here would be really nice. It's far from everything, though. This is not that close of a, close of a distance, I guess you would say. Yeah, and we're right, where are we at on the map here? Oh, are we not listed on the... I'm not sure if that's a bug that on the 2D map, it doesn't show where we actually are. But if we go to a 3D map, it does. So I'm not sure. It does, yeah. I think that's a bug. You have to go flip back and forth. So we're here right now. Now, I don't know. We'll figure out where our final location is going to be. We have, you know, our different biomes are here. Grasslands, warm forest, rainforest, cold forest, desert. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's starting to get dark. And all right, let's see. Do we have our sickle made? Of course we do. Sickle is here, and I want to just I have so much stuff in my inventory, as typical with this game. Let's go through and get the common grass, and you also have the switch grass, which gives you seeds, which I don't need seeds. And this is a super easy way. Actually, you know what? I don't have gathering. Excuse me. That's what I wanted to go for last time. Where was that at? Gathering. Because that's when you don't need an upgrade, because we're gonna get another star in 1 hour. That's based on our current food. I want to do this. Gathering. Because we'll get so many. Why is that not, it used to show up here in the chat what you like your news feed. Can you put that in here somewhere? I don't really yeah, some of these things need to be show news feed. Yeah, I know, but I want to, because it'll tell you what you're harvesting. It tells it at the bottom right there, but I don't know, I like showing it up in chat personally. How many do we have? More than we need. So we're going to be good to go that way. Let's ooh, got some charred beans. Let's eat some of those. Let's dump these into here, and they should be consumed right away. Now we're gonna have to wait, as I said, an hour and what was it? An hour and 44 minutes, but that's okay. Let's go and sleep. And in single player, you can sleep. Should have put this the other way because this is kind of in the way. And it will count like real time in a sense. If you look in the bottom left, calories will go down eventually, and then your skills will go up if you are crafting things on the crafting bench. There we go. Because now we are at an hour and 25 minutes. So in a sense, we could just sleep through everything, but we don't need to do that now, do we? Alrighty, our research table has finished. I will organize my inventory at some point, just not yet. Now, I don't know what type of space we need here, if this is going to be usable. So, I wish this text was bigger too, by the way. It used to be. 50 of 90. Okay, good. So we're fine there. Now, what we need to look for is Carpentry skill book. And that uses a dendrology research paper basics. So it takes 2. So we just do order. It'll start running. It actually won't run anything at the moment. And then we need 2 paper basics. So that's simple because we have the logs right here. Let's order that. And there you go. And these take 30 seconds each, so 1 minute for this, and then this will take 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so 3.5 minutes. And we don't need claim papers in this game, so to like really to mark out our area until we start messing with our housing score, which we don't have yet. Now, I think we can't make anything yet, which is okay. Yeah, we're just making hewn logs. Now, we do get a bonus for that because hewing is under logging labor. So, but we don't really need any hewn logs at the moment. And we do get a bonus because it takes 0.9 because the module we have is 10%. Now, the second one is going to be, where are we at here? Upgrade 2, which uses masonry, which will be the next thing we need to get. And then after that, that goes into, hover over it, into upgrade 3, which goes back to carpentry. And level 3 is really what I want because that's a 40% reduction in cost and time, which is great. So this is going to make, we can't afford that at the moment, but what we can do is we can start thinking about, excuse me, how we want to lay things out here. But in order to do that, actually, you know what? Can we make where's the wood cart at? Should be under one of these. You just type something in chat, and then it'll give you a tooltip pop-up of made out of workbench. Oh, workbench, right. Workbench, which is right here. Let's see, workbench. Now, can we make it with what we have? Yes, we can, and that's using logging labor. So we need this, and we need 8 boards. So boards we can make. Can we make them here? No, we can't. That's okay. We can make them here because we want to start getting some carts made. So let's queue up the big wood cart we can't do yet because that requires something a skill that we don't have. We can queue this up, and then we can go up here to do boards, and we can do 8 boards. And this is just going to be generic board tag. And there you go. And then that'll do that. Great. Beans. We have to start figuring out what good combinations of food, because right now our food is a bit iffy. We are getting a good tasty bonus is not, but the variety bonus is good. Diet bonus is poor. Tastiness bonus. So we don't like charred corn. So charred corn is, charred corn we're just going to drop in the garbage because we don't like charred corn. So there's no point to keep it in our inventory because we don't like it. We also don't like generic tomatoes. So what I want to do is I want to get all those tomatoes cooked up. I wish, like, you see how you have to wait till these little icons at the bottom go away? I hate that. I don't know how to change it. Tomatoes we don't like, but charred tomatoes are okay. They're fine to eat. So we should at least get all of them. And this is the... I don't want this here. The trash. I'm just going to take it because it is it is compost. But for now we're going to dump it. I don't want to smite it away at the moment. Let's just dump it over here somewhere. It will eventually break down. And there we go. Because food products will break down into compost. They won't be considered garbage, so to speak. Alrighty, let's get charred tomatoes. We can do 98 of them. Let's do 100, back 2. So that's a lot of charred tomatoes. But that's okay, right? That's perfectly okay. We need some fat in our diet. The only thing we have that really has any fat is this does. Let's see, what does that do to our score? You used to have a different icon here that would show differently. So right now our food is at 126.8. And we were also, our multipliers are off because it's no collab, so it's higher than normal. Your base multiplier, that is. Alright, now we're okay. Base grain. Okay, so we're good now. Here, now we're down to 1 hour and 17 minutes, which is great. Okay, so next item up to business is... Oh, the cart. We have the cart is made. There we go. And we actually have this as ready. So we right-click on that. It gives you a scroll. And we write that. And you get a pop-up saying we learned the specialty, but we haven't become a carpenter, so to speak. This we don't actually need, but I want to work on getting some more trees cut down. We have to start making a bit of a warehouse, I guess. And since this is solo play, you know, it is... I will be doing everything by myself, which is fine. We'll see how far we get. I also want to start getting in basic engineering. So, does that require... That requires the basic engineering skill book. I want to get that as well because then we can start putting down... We can make... It says where's the stone road tool, and we can start getting stone roads. Oh, that's the tool. Stone road recipe is under basic engineering. You need mortar, which we can make. In crushed rock, we can't. Actually, no, we can because we have mining. We are miners, so we can get that stuff set up as well. But for now, I want to chop down a bunch of trees. We don't need tons of them. I just want to have them on hand. Can we not fall that way? Please fall this way. Thank you. And all you do is you chop it. If it's yellow, it means you have to cut it into a smaller piece. If it's green, you can't cut it, or did they change that? No, you can't really cut it again. Nor do you need to cut it again. And then all your debris you have to clean up. Now, there are mods, or there were mods, where you could, one of your specialties was a cleanup crew, where you click one time and it would clean up the whole area of debris, which is super handy. I'm sure those mods still exist somehow, or somewhere, just not in this game. This is a vanilla. Alrighty, pick up the logs, and as you're picking up logs, remember, you can only pick up the same type at the same time. You can't pick up cedar and birch at the same time, because even despite them still being logs, they're separated because of the different types. And I think we missed one little sliver. Oh, maybe not. There's a rabbit. You should also get on working on hunting. There's a lot. What the heck is that? Oh, what's that? Crocodile. Because you are near the rainforest, I believe. And we should start working on hunting. Now, you don't need to have a hunting specialty to hunt. You can hunt without it. But also you need butchering. I guess butchering would be more useful in a sense, which you have to learn the scroll for. So the key here is, or the thing is I want to get a house set up. Just something like just a basic little house somewhere. And the house can be anywhere on the map. It doesn't have to be literally right here. Now, one little cool tip of how to get things from one stockpile to an next is you place a cart or anything that has a storage tab to it, and you can link it. See this? These two are linked. So you shift left click, moves everything of that type, and there you go. Now this we're going to move down to here because we don't need that here. And look at that. This was empty. Now these are here, which is actually, you know what? You do get experience from cutting, chopping down. Can I hit it, please? This one. So you do get experience. You should get experience cutting stumps, don't you? You used to. Interesting. Because down the bottom left, next to where that, next to here, you should get a bonus for cutting. Interesting that you don't get it for cutting stumps anymore. That must have been changed, because I swear I remember that. I also want to start working on a little bit of a garden, because we are in the, let's see, we are in the grasslands. Environmental data. Where we're at, the biome we're in, we're actually in between a bunch of them. This is the grasslands, which a lot of the things that I've been picking, tomatoes, beets, corn, etc., grow in the grasslands. Which there should be a bigger grassland area down here, which might be a nice area to set up farms. And then you actually have the desert, which is the best chance to find iron, which is going to be here and here. Now we have a little bit here, which is going to be the spot to go to. Then we have the other ones here that have different things. Wetlands, I believe wetlands, or is it wetlands or rainforest? I think it's both. Wetlands is where you can find coal, and then you can also find clay there, and then you have your, where is that? Your rainforest, which you can also find clay. But we're on the edge of the grassland biome. The forest, this is different. This used to be called something different. It was warm forest and cold forest. So that's warm forest. And then cold forest, which is going to be over here. And what does just forest mean? That doesn't make any sense, because there is nothing called forest. I don't understand that at all. Ice biomes are going to be down here at the top of these peaks. This is where the copper will be found, in the gold. Typically, ocean is ocean, and then you also have deep ocean, which is going to be anything in between there, which you can't build on. Well, you can build there, but there's not like there's no cheetahs to hunt there, and there's no trees or anything. So that's that. Excuse me. And then you also have animal invertebrates, which basically can go everywhere. And you have terrestrial animals. This is different, by the way. You have bison, and it shows, this is very different, by the way. This shows you the concentration, or sorry, the habitability of bison. If you go into here, you click on bison, this is going to tell you roughly the population. So if I hunt all the bison out of this area, this color, the brighter the color, the more concentrated it will be, or the better area. As you get to the purple stage, that means, and then next to it is next to nothing. So bisons are very popular in here. Deer in the grassland, like deer are almost everywhere, mind you. Elk, same thing. Yeah, so this is new for anybody who is, look at all that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. A lot of stuff. Anyway, it's getting to be nighttime again, and we got some trees. We have our skill scroll. What are we at with? We have 1 hour and 10 minutes. So we have a lot of wood. Let's go in here and get some more hewing done. Let's just do another 100. And I want to do, even though I like the look of the hardwood, I want to do just generic hewn. For now, at least. For now. And we need to eat some more protein and charred tomatoes. And there you go. So we're getting close to leveling up our logging specialty. And once we do that, we will get to... Oh, actually, oh, sorry, we chose our skill already. Carpentry is the next one. We don't have a skill for that, or star for that. But let's go and sleep. Everything else will continue to cook. We also have to get working on... I want to get rid of this tree, by the way. This is just in the way. Same thing with this one. Let's sleep while we're here. And the reason why I want to sleep is to, well, make time go by faster. And as you see in the bottom left corner here, these X's are things that I'm doing that would generate experience if you... Oh, there's our star. Oh, no, wait. This is our... Sorry, our logging especially. This shows what you would... See, we're going to log up. We're at level of any second here. There we go. And that's how you can do it in single player, not to jump across, is you sleep and time will pass. So now we have a star. Now the question is, do we do carpentry? Do we do better food, which we get all this good food now, or a lot better food? Do we jump into doing masonry? Do we jump into doing butchery or hunting even? Or, well, this we're not going to do engineering even. But I think what we want to do is we want to get carpentry because we want to build stuff. And if we build stuff, then our housing score will go up. And that's what we want. There you go. And now we can make that. Yeah, that chat thing is annoying. Because now what we can do is we can go in here, and we're still using basic upgrade 1s, which kind of stinks. We have, what, 3 hours to go? But we can now make boards more efficiently with a bonus, and you can make all these other things. Hewn chairs, and all these things have different points. This is 0.5. Doors give you nothing. A butchery table gives you 2. And then it has a repeater, so 50% less each value. So the next one I put down will be worth of 1. The next one after that will be 0.5. The next one after that will be 0.25, etc., etc. So eventually you get diminishing returns where it's not worth doing. The chairs are one of those because that's 30% less each value. Let's see, what else do we have? Looms. Does loom give you anything? No, because anything that's considered industrial gives you no... It negates anything that's in that room as far as points. Like the wainwright table, like none of these are all considered. The bed, though, will give you 2, 60% less. So the next one won't give you 1. It'll give you 0.8. And then the benches, the dresser, all these other things that are very cool to get, we need to advance with carpentry. So what we can do first off is let's queue up. I need to get... We should have... Yeah, I need to go into these chests. So this is going to be... I want to out... No, I want to do inputting. Input. Because we have... Oh, it used to be a... Oh. Wait a minute. That's how you do it. So if you hold down the button and you let it go, it'll put it... Ah, that's new then. Interesting. Do we not have any fibers left? I swear I picked some up. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get... Let's get... we're going to need boards too, by the way. Which again, I thought I made boards, but I guess I did not. So what we're going to do is let's just start off by making 50 boards. Because we're going to need those right off the bat. I want to make 2 butchery tables. I want to make 2 chairs. This is going to be the regular hewn chair. And I want to make 2 beds as well. So you're going to queue all that stuff up. And then it'll work through anything that's queued up. It'll do the labor. It'll do what we have available. And this I actually want to put at the end. Because this means it'll draw boards to make when it needs it. But we do need to get fibers. Fibers are the other issue. But it's so easy. Because you look out here. Look at this. We have fibers everywhere. And eventually we'll get a farm going and just kind of growing crops. But that's one thing I wish you could plant things just for show. Like it'd be nice to have a farm with every type of crop in it. But we're not obviously there yet. How are we doing? There we go. Because we have our... Oh, look at that. We leveled up... Oh, no, sorry. That's self-improvement. We should be leveling up our gathering as we gather. Oh, was that gathering What level are we at now? Level 2. Once we get level 3, we can pick our next advancement. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, the second one from the bottom where it says 2 with a highlighted bar, that shows where we're currently gaining experience from. And as we level up, we'll be able to collect more fibers at a time, as well as once you start collecting food, you'll get a bonus to that. So gathering is a really good skill to have, especially early game, if you're not focusing on one of the other things like carpentry or something like that. You want to be a gatherer. So like farming, technically you're a gatherer before you're a farmer. It's kind of weird how it's listed, but that's kind of how it works. We have 153 fibers, so I think we're pretty good on fibers. So can you double click it? That's different. That's very different. But it'll only put it into that inventory. Ah, see, these are worthless. Interesting. So it'll only put it into the okay, I got it now. The seeds we do want to save. The fibers not so much, because I do want to start I do want to plant things at some point, just to have a bit of like a garden area, which is why the grasslands are a great spot to be in, because corn, wheat, rice doesn't. But tomatoes do, beets grow there. Beans and huckleberries, no. Beets do somewhat. But it looks like we need to eat. So we're going to be, yeah. Oh, we got a little bit of a bonus there. Here it tells you your nutrition. I wish it used to be the old style would have a pop-up for that. But nonetheless, we are still good to go. And let's check on what we're making. Already made something. What did we make? Did it not spit it out? Oh yeah, we gotta have an output. These things have to be outputs. I thought I did butchery table, chairs, straw bed. What do we need? Why is this not working? Oh, because there's no, that's why. Because there was no spot for them. They can go here though. Oh, what? Yeah, they can go here, sorry. Because you have to have it on output too, or it's not going to work. They should be, what is the problem now? Oh, okay, it's working now. Sorry, it's working now. And this is another good way to get your carpentry skill, because anything that uses carpentry, like the boards are using carpentry because they're being used at a carpentry table. So you get that experience from that. If you go to your workbench, which is in the beginning, it's just generic labor, sawmill, you have carpentry as well, and then boards are carpentry as well. So you got to be careful with how you're doing things as you're progressing through the game. And we're going to make our furniture here. Now, what I want to do is, can we get on top of this pile? We can't. We can maybe get on top of the roof. Yoink. Nope, we can't. Okay. So what I want to do is think about where we want to set up a little bit of a house. We can go off the side of this cliff, which might actually be kind of cool to overlook down into here. That might be neat. Let's do that. Oh, where do we level up? Carpentry level 2. That's great. Once we get to level 3 is when we can really start advancing. So we're going to do fill type and we're going to do floor. Now I'm going to continue the floor here because this eventually will get taken down or removed, and you have to have a floor. So we're going to start right there, and we're going to go, oops, whoa, hold on. What? Oh, okay, hold on. Nope, no. Start here. Forgot how you that used to let you go all the way out like that. That's new then. You should be able to go all the way out. Interesting. It's kind of disappointing though, actually. Because as far as I remember, you used to be able to click this and just drag it like that, this out. But apparently you can't do that now. Why? Why was that changed? It makes it kind of annoying to build then out like this that I want to build. Because this is just building one at a time. You used to be able to do that. Like I would be able to stand here and just drag this out. Unless I'm wrong here. Maybe I am wrong, and I very well could be. Let's make our house is going to be this. The wall is going to actually be here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's just go 8. So it'll be a 7 inside. And you just come back, you left click. I swear you used to be able to do that. It's kind of a bummer then. This is a bit tedious to do. Not terrible. Let's do like a 7. Well, we'll have like, yeah, we'll just start with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So it'll be like a 7 by 7 room to start off with, and we'll have, well, we need to have 4 rooms. You need a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, and then a general room. Now there used to be a different, a 5th type, I believe. I'm trying to think what the heck that was even called. Line fill type. And interesting. There we go. We can go like this. Yeah, the clicking, you gotta be right on the money, or you're gonna, well, not get it, I guess. Anyway, let's just finish this floor up, and then I think we're out of time for today. There we go, and there we go. Great. So when we come back next episode, we're gonna get our furniture made. We're gonna make more of a house, maybe a 2-story house or something like that, just to get some housing score going, so we can level up, which we're doing really good at the bottom here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button. Follow me on Twitch at TheOntarioGardener, because I will be streaming Eco there. Look at that weird glitch. You see that? That might be a Unity issue, because Unity plagues this game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.